The Nuclear Power Corporation of India has confirmed the presence of malicious software in its system at the Kudankulam nuclear plant. The confirmation comes a day after the nuclear firm denied being the victim of a cyber spy attack. However, the press release says that the infected PC belonged to a user who was connected to the internet network used for administrative purposes. The Department of Atomic Energy does not see a real threat as the malware is isolated from the critical internal network. The networks are being continuously monitored, and the investigation conducted confirms that plant systems were not affected by the malware found. Also, the information officer of the Kudankulam nuclear power plant has stressed that any cyber attack on the nuclear power plant control system is not possible. The clarification comes after rumors on Twitter that the Kudankulam plant had been a target of a cyber attack. And our correspondent Siddharth MP is now joining us live with more on that. What's the latest that you've been able to gather by speaking to your sources, Siddharth?
So clearly this is a case of flip-flops by the NPCIL, because yesterday, that is on the 29th of October, there was a press release which actually refuted all the claims that were doing the rounds on social media and clearly stated that there is no cyber attack on any of the nuclear power plant's infrastructure, and they also mentioned that it is impossible to actually infiltrate the nuclear power plant, or the possibility of a hack or a malware is completely nil. So this was what they were initially claiming. The NPCIL and the Kudankulam nuclear plant's PR, that is the information officer from the Kudankulam nuclear plant, had clearly stated in a press release that an attack of this sort is not possible, and these computers are standalone, which means they are not at all connected to the internet. So this is what the first press release had stated, and then it had additionally mentioned that the two power plants, Kudankulam power plant 1 and 2, both the reactors are functioning optimally, that is at 1000 megawatt and 600 megawatt. But today, just a day after this categorical denial by the power plant's information officer, the higher-ups, the appellate authority has actually come out with a statement saying that yes, the attack had taken place and it is true, and more shockingly, this attack was detected on September 4th. So this prolonged period of silence, which is nearly 2 months of silence, is what is shocking, given that this attack had taken place on India's nuclear power plant, on the Kudankulam nuclear power plant. But yes, it is also mentioned that it took place, the attack took place, the malware or the malicious software that can cause harm to the computer system was actually infected onto an administrative computer which is used by the admin teams, and it was only that computer that was connected to the internet. And further investigation has revealed that this did not affect the critical components, the critical infrastructure and the computers that are used to control the functioning of the nuclear power plant. But yes, indeed, this is a serious breach, because it has taken nearly 2 months for the authorities and the competent authorities to come out with a statement and to say clearly that there was an attack, and firstly to deny that there was an attack, and then to come up with a flip-flop kind of statement and then say that yes, it was attacked, but our systems are completely fine and we are investigating the matter, is what is actually really shocking on the part of the authorities, because this is also part of the DAE, Department of Atomic Energy, that directly reports to the